Do you want to be higher elo? Of course you do, because everyone does. You know, but no one wants to actually put in the work it takes to get to higher elo. You know, everyone wants a six-pack, but no one actually has the diet or the work ethic and, you know, works out for it, right? So with this video, I'm basically going to be showing you what it takes to get that six-pack, that challenger high elo that you want so much, right? So I'd really suggest you take out a notepad, or you know, you open up a notepad on your desktop and you take notes, because I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do if you want to be higher elo than you are right now. And I'll be applying everything I'm saying to this game Canyon is playing right now in EU West. 65% win rate in jungle and top challenger, right? So first thing you want to take down is you need to be able to clear your camps. I've coached silver gold players and they're dying to camps left and right in their games. You know, if you're dying to camps, you need to click off this video and go learn how to not die to your camps. You know, if you have 20% HP after your full clear, you can't do anything in the game. You know, you can't gank, you can't fight, you're useless. You need to be healthy in your jungle, right? And then second thing is you need to do this in every single one of your games. You need to think about where you're pathing. Don't default start red, don't default start blue, whatever champion you're playing. You need to think what lane is easiest for you to gank. So looking at this game, here we go applying it, we need to see what lanes do we have. We have Varus Nautilus versus Kai'Sa and Set, right? And then Gwen versus Jax. So what lane do we think is easy to gank? You know, what enemy doesn't have any mobility and what laner of ours has setup. So Jax has setup with his Q and E. You know, Gwen doesn't really have an escape. She has a really small dash, but that's about it. For the enemy bot lane, they have some move speed and they can run away, but you know, they don't really have much escape either, and we have pretty good setup. So it's fine to path both ways this game. And as we can see here, Canyon is starting with his blue buff. And you see, Nidalee specific, he's max range for the spear for more damage, right? So here's where you're kiting your camps. And now you need to understand that this role is in the brain. So this is the third thing you need to write down. You need to take note of where the enemy jungler starts every single game. If you look at top lane here, we see Gwen has showed up in the top lane, but the enemy bot lane hasn't and the minions are already in lane. So what does that mean? Kayn probably started red buff, right? Let's just keep watching. So this is important because you'll run into him at the first scuttle here, right? You don't want to be 50-50 in your fights. We just saw Kai'Sa walk out of this bush here. So that's giving us confirmation that she didn't actually leash. So maybe Kayn didn't start red. You know, maybe he started Raptors or he started Wolves. I would think Wolves, Raptors, just because that's the most common start. But you know, it could be Wolves. But I would assume that Canyon here is thinking that he also started Raptors, because we can see that they didn't leash because they just walked out of this bush here. So here we are cutting our camps, clearing our camps, max range spears, W resets on Nidalee. You need to know how to play your champion as well. Prerequisite for playing ranked. You know, if you can't play your champion, you don't deserve to climb, right? And now I'm gonna pause it right here. And this is the fourth thing you need to take down. As you're clearing your camps, you need to be looking at your lanes. So you just cleared your camp. You're going to be walking from camp to camp. Just right click over here on the camp and start looking at the lanes. Is there any gank available? You know, you want to be getting ganks off because they're providing way more gold and experience than your camps, right? If a gank gives you 400 gold and a camp gives you 100 gold, which one are you going to prefer? You're going to prefer the gank, obviously, right? So here we are pathing as we're clearing. We see this fight. Do we think we can come here and change it? Maybe not, because she's going to hit level 3 soon. We don't have our red buff. She has Doran's. We don't have any stats from our item. So we don't go for this here. But now, here's where the jungle tracking comes in. It's nearly 3:15. Scuttle Crab's going to be spawning soon. Kayn might be topside here. Now, obviously in the replay tool, it's bugged. You can see that he started like this and he's on his Raptors red now. So he's going to be bot side. But in game, you don't know this. You know, it's probably it's very likely that he started Raptors and then he's going to be at this crab at 315. But anyway, here we are still farming. We need to be looking at our lanes. Is there any gank available? We don't see any gank available. We just keep farming, right? So that's another thing you should take down. If there's no gank available, that's very high percent chance, like 70%, then you need to keep farming. You know, one of the most common mistakes I see in lower elos is running around the river for 50 seconds when all your camps are up. So you're falling behind in farm. So we just cleared all our camps, and the skull crab's going to be spawning. We're level 4. Gwen just got back to lane. Jax is pinging. She has no flash. Our Jax has flash. He has setup. He can jump on her and stun her. So we can hit our free spear, and this is a pretty good gank for us, right? The only thing we need to be aware of is Kayn could be here, and you know, we don't want to just walk into Gwen because Kayn could be sitting in this bush. You see how Canyon's waiting here patiently? Kayn could be sitting in this bush, but you know, he's gonna go for the gank here now because he's thinking, while Kayn's on the Scuttle Crab, we can go 2v1 this Gwen, right? So exactly how I said it'll play out. Jax jumps on her, stuns her, we hit our spear, and it's a free kill, right? And that's 300 gold for our laner and 150 gold for us, even though we got the assist. That's 450 gold from a gank, not including if we take some minions or pushed away for XP, whereas we could have just gotten 100 gold from our camp. And Silas just teleported here. It was bugged. Replay tool again, and we die. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Our mid laner doesn't want a TP. His wave is in a bad state, and he's still not TPing, probably because we're assuming Kayn's gonna be here, and we don't want to fight a losing fight, or we just think that this guy's gonna win. But anyway, we're respawned now. What's on our mind? What do we need to do next? We just cleared from bot to top, and you know, what's the next play? We gotta go back to our bot side. We need to keep farming. Also, here's the jungle tracking. We look at Kayn's CS. He has 28 CS, and he showed up from the bottom side. So we can know now that he started top. And without a leash, he would have started on wolves. And we can also check his timers on his buffs in game, which one is expiring first. That way we'll know which buff he took first, so therefore where he started. Azahar trolled a bit here, but you see, the replay tool's bugged, like, you know, but you can know for definite in game that Kayn started topside now. So, as you saw, Canyon was walking all the way here. Instead of walking like this with your camera on your character, you need to be looking at the map. Is there a gank? Is there a minion wave to catch? Is there a kill for me to find? Kayn's pretty low. He's staying here trying to push, so we're going to try look for the kill. So, of course, he runs away. There's no reason to chase him. We're not going to catch him. And that top Scuttle Crab is going to be his because our laner isn't in lane. We have no prio. We don't know where Silas is. And Gwen can move if they see us walking. But now our attention is on bottom lane. You know, while we're walking around, we need to be reading the map. Look at them. They're 10, 15, 20% HP. This is a free double kill. Kayn just went to the top side. Silas teleported earlier. Gwen has no teleport. We need to be here and take these kills. And of course Silas shows up here because he's a smurf. But in your lower elo games, enemy is going to be playing up to here, 20% HP. And you're just going to keep farming and not notice it ever because your camera control is bad. And then you're going to flame your teams and say you can't climb because your teammates are bad. And you know, if you think that's the case, you're delusional and you should just stop watching this video because you're never going to improve. Right? So here we see they're staying in bottom lane. We took our Gromp, and you see how he's kiting towards here as he was doing this. We need to come here and get these kills. It's a free 600 gold sitting around here. If you want to win your games, you need to get gold. You know, if you have more gold than the enemy, you're going to have more items, and that means you're going to have more stats and you'll have more chances of winning fights. It'll be in your favor, right? And if you're winning the fights, then you know you'll be taking the objectives and winning the game. Anyway, he got a kill there. Unlucky he didn't get the Kai'Sa there as well. Nearly died. And here we go, seeing you know, just in case Kayn's here, because you know if he started topside, he would have wrapped back around, Gromp wolves, and then he could be pathing like this and saw that we're 10% HP going back to our jungle and might invade us to try kill us. You know, this is all from jungle tracking in his mind. This is not random. The thought process is here, and you need to get good at this if you want to climb. Now, if you're silver or bronze, if you just started farming your camps efficiently, you'd literally climb a whole tier. Anyway, you see a fight here going on now. You know, as we're walking between camps, we need to look. We see a fight going on. We're pretty low HP, low mana. It's a bit far. It looks over, but we still need to move anyway after we clear our camps. So that's another thing you can write down, that like you need to be in the fights if they look winnable. You know, you don't walk into a 2v4, but if you see a 2v2 and you can turn it into a 3v2, you need to show up. And here we go, Canyon shows up, throws the spear, Silas flashes, happens. Kane's here, trying to push the wave, but you know, we have to respect the Kane. We don't really have any mana or HP to deal with this. And he has quite a few items. But anyway, you see this? He's pathing in a straight line on repeat. So what did we just do? We reacted to the map, and now we need to look like as we're walking to the next camp. What's going on? Okay, top lane's very far up, and she probably still has no flash. We know the timer. We need to go gank it. And as you see, Canyon was walking towards it here, and you see this? He speared this, and then he realized it, and now he's walking. You need to be seeing your lanes. And now we back off because Gwen, you know, the enemy is aware. They're also tracking where you are. So, you know, we're not over chasing. But in your games, don't worry about that. If you see someone up here like this, just go kill them. You know, don't run like from top to bot. But, you know, you need to look for these high % chance ganks where the enemy's far up, low, no flash, and so on. And get these kills. And, you know, we just cleared this, looking at top lane again. Look at this Gwen's health bar. We need to go dive her right now. She's going to lose all these minions. That's like, I don't know, 200 gold just instantly. And, you know, we're going to get plates and a kill. So, you know, hop over the wall, look for it. Clearly she's walking away because she didn't stay. We just throw a speculative spear there. Doesn't, you know, hits the minions probably. But, you know, we tried. But Gwen is still missing all of this. And, you know, in your games, the Gwen would die twice. She'd literally TP on you. You know, you'd kill her, she'd TP on you, and you just kill her again. So now, another thing you need to write down. Instead of farming our own jungle, we need to prioritize counter jungling, right? But you need to only do this when you have prio in your lanes. So, you know, enemy top laner stuck here, enemy mid laner stuck here farming minions, and you know we're ahead and we can 1v1, or you know our laners will move for the counter jungle. But here we see we have no mid laner is not in position to move, and our top laner isn't in a position to move. And we know with jungle tracking that Kane's going to be back to top side now because that's where his camps are respawning. He would have cleared his bot side, he would have recalled and came back to top. And let's just confirm that. And here he is coming right now. Okay. Through Fog of War, I can deduce this. So Canyon's probably going to die here right now because this Kane is fed, he's based, he spent gold, we're holding money bag, and you know, we just don't win the 1v1. We don't have the stats for it. And he's a whole level ahead of us now as well. And yeah, just like that, we're going to die for it. So this is a mistake by Canyon, but it's fine. You know, even if you're behind, it doesn't mean the game's over. You see, these guys are behind a full 1,000 gold at 8 minutes. We can still come back. Anyway, next thing you do, we just died. We were just based. Where are we pathing to? We have more camps bot. We're going bot. That's where we started our path. Let's go bot. You know, like, what are you gonna do? Go top lane, red, blue, Gromp, Wolves, Rat. Like, this is just not efficient at all. So here we go. QW over walls, farm as we go, and look at our lanes as we're doing this. Is bot lane gankable? Nope. Is there a counter gank to be had? No, because we know Kane's on the top side of the map. Is mid lane gankable? Silas isn't even in lane. Top lane, we're not around. You know, top lane's top lane. We're just not there. So just keep farming. There's really not much else we can do right now. Jax solo killed Gwen, very nice. Our ganks are paying off. Silas shows up here. So this means we can probably take the dragon now. You know, we have a bot lane who's playing up here constantly. Silas is top, Gwen is dead, our mid lane's gonna get pushed in. You know, even if Kane shows up, we can just take this, right? This is when you want to be taking the dragons, is when it's free, right? You don't want to be cheesing these level 3, level 4 because they're not giving you gold and they're not giving you stats. And gold and stats are what win you the game, what win you games because you win fights with them. You know, you need to kill the enemy over and over to get to their nexus and destroy it. Right? So here we go, slay the dragon. What's the next play for us? I haven't seen Ken show up on the map yet, so him being top side, he's either taking the Herald or he's walking down to clear his bot side. And we have 3 camps up here. Maybe he's even invading us because he knows we took the dragon. So we need to get up here and get our camps ASAP. And as we're walking, looking at lanes, is there a gank? Is there a gank? No, there's not. Enemies are playing pretty safe. And Gwen just showed up here, just need to be careful. You know, the Kayn Gwen invade can be a thing. Here we go, W in the bush just for a little bit of safety. Kiting over, you know, to the wall. Small things like this matter. But you need to focus on the thought process anyway. So just clearing camps efficiently, you know. Make sure you're not 20% HP after your full clear. Start tracking junglers, you know. Start controlling your camera, looking at your lanes. Is there a gank? Is there a gank? No, there's no gank. So we just cleared our last camp in our sequence, right? What is there for us to do? We can just hit the base button and sit here for 1 minute waiting for our next camp to respawn. Or we can try look for a lane gank with the Jax that's pushing up. And this is exactly what Canyon is doing here, right? Jax is basing though, so we're just gonna base as well. Like, there's nothing for us to do on the top side. We just need to go back down to the side where there's gonna be action, or you know, there's some kind of potential, or you know, our camps are spawning up most importantly. So here we go. It's so basic. You just farm your camps, look at your lanes, find kills, track the enemy jungle so you can find counter jungles and counter ganks, and you know, you'll literally be mastered here if you can do all of this correctly. Anyway, here we are. Camps are not respawned yet. Enemy bot lane's very far up. We want to try look for something here. So I'm starting to lose track of Kayn, but I'd assume he's back to top side because he would have cleared. You know, we're clearing opposite to each other. So by the time we're back on bot, he's probably back on top. As well, you can think about it in that way if you lose track of jungle. You know, if you're red buff spawning and they started red and they're red buff spawning, they're probably gonna be back there soon. So you see, we're just sitting in the bush here. We sweeped it. You know, lane is in a nice position. Enemy bot lane can't step up at all because, you know, you see, they respect it in Challenger, but in your games, the enemy bot lane's playing into your tower's asshole, and they're literally asking to be killed. 20% HP, you know. So anyway, no gank there. We just keep farming. No gank here, just keep farming. Enemy bot lane's back to base, so you need to be thinking, where is Kayn right now? He's probably top, walking, you know, pathing down to bot. Maybe he took his wolves, and he actually just did right there. And, you know, we can think, if this guy's this far up, we need to try hover him. Here we are, we're just waiting for our camps to come up. Like, there's no gank here, there's no gank here. Farm your camps. Don't walk into the enemy jungle blind. You'll get 1v3'd and die, and you'll cry that your teammates are the reason you're losing. So here we go. Silas back shows up. We have a Malzahar with ulti. There is a gank here. We're looking for it now, but we're also kind of looking for a hover because we know Kayn's around. And you see this? Silas respects it. He flashes straight away. The enemy Silas on the enemy team in bronze, silver, gold, platinum, he'll walk into your Malzahar, try to 1v1 him, get ulted, and he'll die. Anyway, here we go. Silas no flash. You know, Malzahar, there's no gank mid. Basically, just keep farming. Now we see all the TPs are being channeled down to bot lane. Both top laners, mid lane, both mid laners. And, you know, what's the best option for us right now? Do we want to go here, farm 100 gold? We know Kayn doesn't have camps up here. Or do we want to come bot lane, try to find these bounties, which will give us 800 gold, 450 gold, try to find a few kills that give us 300 gold each. You know, if you just find one thing, if you just even find an assist by moving down here, as you see he is doing for this 5v5, you know, you're going to be getting more gold than the camp. Anyway, our team loses that. It's not a winnable fight, so we just walk away. And where are we gonna? Where do you think he's going next right now? Like seriously, where do you think he's going next? Leave a comment below. He's going to his Krugs, obviously. You know, this is efficient clearing. You just clear in a straight line, and you know, you react to the map. That's literally your job as a jungle. You need to soak in all the information you can. Anyway, here we go. Krugs farming. Wave top. There's no wave here to catch. You know, you need to be looking out for your waves as well, if there's anything to catch. Do we have enough gold for a good base right now after this camp? No, we don't. What is there for us to do? Absolutely nothing except go react to mid lane. Just be around if something happens, you know. Here we find their set support. Just wanting him. Be aware that the enemy team is coming and our team is right here. Playing this fight out nicely, juking everything. Okay, no flash. And do you see this? You know how he prioritizes the Kayn. Our objective is to maximize gold income. You know, this guy has a 700 gold bounty. We need to get back in the game. You know, that's 1,000 gold he just got there, just by showing up mid. You know, you need to flash for those bounties as well, by the way. You know, people who have 700 when you're behind, because this game Canyon's playing from behind. And I guarantee you he's gonna win it. He's winning 65% of his games. Like, he's winning 2 for every one he loses. Anyway, we just killed the Kayn. What do we want to do next? Here we go. Another thing for you to write down. When the enemy jungler is dead, that's when you want to look for counter jungles, especially. You know, if they're dead, who's gonna contest you on their camps? You can just farm them. Also, he's looking here for like some spear, you know, speculative spear Q. Kill on the Silas, who's low HP here. Doesn't work out, but we just take the camp and we try again. As a bounty, but yeah, we kill Kayn, we take his camps, and now we go back to farm our own camps, because now we just denied Kayn 100 gold and gave ourselves 100 gold, right? So that's infinitely a lot better than going back and farming our own camps. Do you think Canyon's going to start Dragon here? Okay, he's already walking away. He's obviously not. He has camps. We have no prio. Well, we have mid prio, but we have no bot lane prio, and our bot lane's only moving from base. You know, don't cheese the dragons. You only want to take them when they're free. You know, when you win a fight, when you gank and get double kill bot lane, you know, in situations like this when it's free. They don't provide any gold. They don't provide any stats until about 25 minutes. They're just not very impactful. The fights that happen around them are more impactful. And also, here we go, be good at clearing your camps. You know, after your first few clears, you need to start doing blue gromp together. And, you know, dragging them out with their patience range. You see this wolf patience range? You know, he's ending his camp clear for wolves here, while you're ending it here. So he's ahead of you like 4 seconds already in games. Anyway, here we go, just keep farming. Is there any play mid? Is there any play top? There's nothing to do, we just farm. Again, you know, it's the same thing again and again. And you know, I'm going pretty fast with my commentary this game because so much happens at once. So, you know, I'd really advise you to rewatch this, or rewatch my old videos, because you'll see the exact same thing in every single one of these games that are being played. That I'm reviewing of these top challenger and pro players. But here we go, we see a fight happening top lane. We're farming. Can we move there? Not on time, really. Just finish the camp. No one dies, that's fine. Do we have enough gold for a good base right now? 2.9k gold? Yes, we do. But our teammates are fighting right now. Can we impact this fight? If we can, we want to fight it. Can we win it is the question. It looks like we have numbers advantage, 4 versus 3 here. Hit the spear on Kayn, looking for the kill. Almost. We see we're playing with numbers advantage, even though we're behind. Oh, we're actually even in gold as a team in total because of Jax. But, you know, even if we're behind, if we have numbers advantage, fights are winnable. But yeah, you never want to fight 2v2 fights or anything unless you have like 60% HP advantage, or, you know, you're up a lot of kills and a lot of gold that you've spent. But anyway, here we go. We really need to get back to base. You know, we just, you know, keep our team safe, participate in the fight. You know, you need to be in these fights. I think I told you to note that down before. But here we go. You know, 3k gold. Finally, we're back to base. Where are we going next? Back to our Gromp, obviously. Like, what else is there to do? Are we gonna go to Krugs and wait for 2 minutes for it to respawn? No. But as we path towards our Gromp, we need to be looking around. Is there anything available for us? Because it's not spawning right now. Skull Crab just showed up. Our mid lane is showing up soon. Our Jax is as well. So we're not taking this straight away because we don't know where anyone is on the enemy team. They could literally have 3 people here. If you go in here, you're gonna die. So, you know, we sit in the bush here, control ward it. We saw the Gwen clearing this out as well. She's probably going to want to clear another wave. And we're looking for the play. And here we go with the play. Before it even happens. You can see all this stuff. And you absolutely one shot. You know, you want to be playing with your strong laners. You know, Jax has 5 kills. You want to be around him. You don't want to be around the 1-3 Varus, really, you know, for fights. But, you know, of course, 5v5, you still want to participate. Alright, here we go. Why are we skipping our camps? Kayn is taking the Herald. Gwen is dead. It's a 5 versus 4. Should Kayn be allowed to do this? No. Is he trolling? Yes. We need to go show up and just kill him and take that Herald. He is not allowed to take this Herald. So here we go. We show up. You know, is a fight potentially going to break out here? Yes. Can we win it? Absolutely yes, because it's a 5v4. And, you know, even if it's not, we have top laner with TP, and they have to answer the split push pressure. You know, there's so many options available here. Here we go. Here's a fight. You see this? We're in the fights. We want to fight. Okay, it looks winnable. Let's go fight, guys. Let's go fight. Okay. Sieging right now. We have numbers advantage. We're summoning the Herald. Jax is grouped up with us. Enemy team has 4, we have 5, we have Herald. We're all here, just siege, you know. Especially when you're playing Nidalee, your siege is really nice with your spear and autos poke. And oh no, that was absolutely huge and disgusting by the Kayn there. He just chunked all 4 of them. He's literally just gonna triple kill them. Won't even be surprised if he gets a quadra kill here. But this looks like a very hard game now, no? They have a blue Kayn who's very fed, and he's one-shotting our teammates. And he's diving us for fun. Here we were just fighting this because we have our tower with us. Kayn doesn't have any ulti, so he can't really just outplay it. You know, we know we can tank him a bit. But yeah, back to base we go now. 1k gold, but you know, the priority here is we have no HP, we have no mana. There's nothing we can do. See how he's not recovering his HP and mana fully? It will recover passively, and also playing Nidalee, you have your E heal in human form. And also, where are we going next? Where we started. Gromp and Wolves. What does Gromp give us? It gives us healing on our mana and HP. Anyway, here we go with the Wolves. Oh, Gwen's here. Does she look to be alone? Kai'Sa's top, Silas is bot, Jax is right here, our whole team is here. Should we chase this? Yes, we should. And you see he's chasing this because, you know, we have numbers. And she's low HP. You know, she's literally trolling right now. So he just tried to take the free kill. It's a little bit greedy. We have the Zhonya's though to survive. Did he just fail his W? Over the wall. Yeah, he just failed his W over the wall, I think. But fight breaks out, you know. We got the pick, we won the fight, you know. Kai'Sa's top, like what is she actually doing? Anyway, let's just go back to when we respawn. Where do you think he's gonna go next? Where do you think he's gonna go next? Bot lane. No brainer. Once again, that's where our camps are up. The dragon is up, you know, that's where the fight's gonna be. We need to be around. So here we are with the dragon. Smite secure that. Nice smite. Not really. Yeah, here we go. We just keep farming. Our teammates are basing. What is there for us to do? Just farm. We need to maximize our gold income. You see how it's always in a straight line? Fight's going on here. Can we win it? Can we impact it? We're playing Nidalee. We can at least Q from a range. But you know, once it starts looking not winnable, we can just try poke them, hit them with more Qs as we walk away.
Gwen's kind of trolling right here. She's going into 4 people. This is what you're doing in your own games, except you're doing it all game long. You know, you're walking into the enemy wolves 1v1 and losing for some reason. Some of you people are, at least. But yeah, here we go. You know, we're just back to farming. Jax is dead. Our strong player is dead. Gwen's dead. It's a 4v4, but our strong player is dead. There's no play to make. You know, what is there to fight for? Baron at 21 minutes, 4v4. It's not. That's not a thing, really. It's not happening in an even game. Here we are sitting in the bush, hovering our laners. You know, they're pushing up. We're, you know, around them just to provide some safety. But our wolves just came up. We want to go farm them, and we're seeing that our Jax is getting, our Malzahar is getting jumped on by 3 people. Can we all rotate here and win the fight? Yes, we can. So let's go. Jax is on his way. We have Nautilus, Varus. We're cutting them off as well. The way they're walking. They're low HP. We have the numbers. We want to fight it. Because Kai'Sa's not around. This is still a 4v4 even though Gwen teleported here. And it's a 4v3 because look at this guy's health bar. You see, these are the fights that we want to be taking. But once it looks doomed like this, we want to get out. Unless we think we can win it. Nice try. We got aced. Good idea. Didn't work out because they had the TP Gwen and their Kai'Sa can just ult in into the fight from being far away. So let's just go back to respawning. Where are we going next, do you think? We have camps this time, but we see the enemies are setting up for Baron. They might be trying to take it. They might even be taking it already because we just got aced by them. So you know we want to show up and see are they doing it? 'Cause, you know we can fight them there if they are, and then we can probably win it because they'll be low from they'll lose HP from it. Well, they're not doing Baron. We got confirmation. We can just go walk away. Go farm camps. Is there a play here? No, there's not. We just farm. You know, we don't want to be 50-50 in fights. Not, what was that? Oh, Silas ulti. Okay, because we have Nautilus on our team. See, everyone's around here. We just want to be around. You know, if your teammates are Fiesta in bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond. If your teammates are Fiesta, just go Fiesta with them, because you farming these camps doesn't mean anything. You know, when laning phase is over and there's 5 mid and 5 mid, if you're not present, it's a 5v4, your team gets engaged on, they all die, you're in a 1v5, and then you're like, my teammates are so bad, I can't win games. But you know, you just need to be around, at least. Especially when you're ahead. You really need to be in fights, because what did we say earlier? If you want to win games, you need to win the fights, and if you want to win the fights, you need to be in the fights. We see we're just sitting around, throwing spears, you know, making sure everyone's safe. Once everyone's backed off, you know, everyone's cooled down, you know, we're not looking for the Fiesta. We just go back to farming. Jax is quite far up here, but okay, yeah, he walks away. Which is you know, good by him. If you have a split pusher, he probably dies in the side lane because everyone's missing. He just keeps going. But what you can do to impact that is spam ping them to get out. You know, when everyone's missing on the map and they're in the enemy nexus, you know, enemy inhibitor towers, it's like just spam ping them because they're gonna be in a 1v4 and try to do something else on the map, like Baron. It looks like enemy team setting up for it again here. And we have no camps to farm, you know, we just go to where the action's gonna be. This is the mid game now. It's all about hovering your team, making sure you're present in the fights, playing the fights well, and you know, the only time you want to be farming really is just like when there's nothing going on, when there's downtime. When everyone's back to base, you know, like you have no gold to spend. Here we see we hit a huge spear. We look for the Nidalee one shot. He flashes away. That's fine. We go for it because our team is there, by the way. We don't, you know, you don't want to be going into that 1 versus 1 and your team is in base and you don't know where the enemy team is. Because he just turns around and kills you. But we just chunked Silas, that's really nice. He's going to have to go back to base. And I don't think he has TP from the fight earlier, so this is a free Dragon 5v4. Just make sure to smite secure it. As we smite secure it, there we go. This guy gets ulted by Malzahar, you just find the kill. Flank angle for killing the carries. If you're playing Nidalee, this is champion specific. When you're playing Nidalee, you want to find the carries. You know, the fight is won, it's already super advantageous. We can just go behind them and look for the pinch. This is Nidalee specific. You know, if you're playing a tank, you just wanna chill, peel your teammates basically. So we just killed the whole enemy team basically. We want to go take any camps the enemy has. This is where counter jungling comes in. Take any of the camps the enemy has, and you know, more importantly, when an objective is up like Baron, you need to go take that. Unless, you know, you can go end the game or something and it's like 35 minutes. And death timers are 60 seconds. Anyway, takes Baron. Not much to see here. Do we have enough gold for a good base? Maybe not. He might be looking for a Medjai's here. 1250 gold, that is. Yep, here it comes, Medjai's. Ah, okay. Blighting Jewel. So where are we going to next? Where we have more camps. Again. And what is our job in the mid and late game? Hover our teammates. You know, if they're, you know, if we see enemy team and my team in lane, we need to hover them, basically. You know, now that everyone's backed off, we can just go keep farming. Be careful when we're walking into Fog of War. You know, if we're really behind and we're stuck here, you're not allowed to walk in for this red buff because you're gonna die. And if you die, game's a 5v4. Your team can literally get dove on under tower and like you literally lose the game off of that huge mistake. But here we go. No camps to farm. Hovering our team. Like what else is there to do? We can try siege with, you know, Nidalee, Varus, poke them down. We have Baron, we should try and make use of it. Gwen's alone here, our team's around. We have Zhonya's in case we need a bailout. Fight breaks out, you see everyone's always around. In high elo games. In low elo games, they're not. But you know, you just need to be around your teammates. Just being around your teammates after laning phase will literally probably promote you a tier, like a few divisions. Because you know, if the enemy jungle's AFK farming their Krugs while you're fighting a 5v4, you're winning more games. And trust me, they are AFK farming Krugs while your team's fighting. They're just like you. They're, you know, I can't win because of my teammates. And you know, we just got the pick on the Gwen. Fight broke out. We played it well, and look at that. We come back from an early game deficit. You know, and we won the game. You know, a game was relatively even. It's literally just about who makes less mistakes when you're in these challenger elos. And you know, you being in lower elo just means you're making 10 million mistakes. You're not playing the game efficiently. You need to play the game methodically. You know, these players literally follow a formula for success. If you go watch my videos, you can go figure it out. But you know, that's basically how you can climb and get the challenger. You know, if you're in bronze, there's huge things you need to work on. But anyways, that was it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, give me a like and a subscribe, comment, share, whatever. But also, I just want to announce that I do have a Patreon now in my description. So if you want to support me there, please do. And I offer coaching, and my Discord is in the description below. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you learned a lot, and see you next time.